because everything that I would have went to school for, I learned working.
That happens a lot. That wasn't even like a thought 10 years ago.
Now get certain degrees from colleges online at home.
It's been just interesting, I guess, to see where pod goes, you know? I don't know. Also, welcome back, Kayla.
Hi. It's good to be back.
And welcome back.
Yeah.
Oh. I've had the pleasure of only, like, I don't know, just having Jeff on Monday. Like, we just talked about, like, random stuff. And then today, we're probably just going to talk about random stuff. Brad's not here, so he was supposed to be.
It won't be as random, but it'll still be random.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, welcome back to Btier. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and that notification bell down below. Because I think we do post, like, every day, so... I don't know. You've been keeping track of our TikTok. It's been like 5 videos a day for the last like 6 months.
Yeah, catch up.
Yeah. It's been bad.
That's okay.
It's been real bad. But now that we're kind of like caught up on content, like this video might come out on Friday the 13th in like a year or whatever. You know, like who knows? Who knows? Anyways, what's on the brain today? What's everybody going through? You know, what's your last traumatic event? You know,
Last traumatic
last
yesterday.
one.
Work.
Yeah. I went to work.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you doing a whiskey tonight?
We are, and I'm gonna make you try it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What
Maybe.
What are
kidding.
you? What are you
I
at?
ain't doing that game.
That
So-
Lux, I'm definitely gonna get you for your birthday,
Oh god.
and I'm gonna make you finish it that night. Like I'm just gonna like hold it to, like I'm just gonna like sit next to you the whole
Just give
day.
me a
I'll be
bendy
like,
straw. I'll be over in 30 seconds.
A straw.
A bendy straw, and then I'll
Yeah,
just
there you go.
flip
Yeah.
it and have
Okay.
the air hose. It'll be gone in 30 seconds.
All right, yeah, we
Then
can do
it'll
that.
be
I
done.
guess.
I'll be done from there.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you'll be dead from there. No, that
You need the the swirly straws, the really long ones that.
Those don't work well for the chugging part of
You can
it.
yeah, but
They don't let enough air through.
that's what would make it more fun. You know,
Drunk.
Yeah.
like waterboarded by the whiskey.
Be rough.
Whiskey boarded, I guess. but
Whiskey boarded.
Can't call it waterboarded.
There's water in it.
It's distilled 3 times, but you know, maybe it's a little bit fermented, but you know, water nonetheless. Yeah, but so that's what I'm actually gonna get you for your birthday. So just be ready for that, and I'm gonna like hold you by gunpoint until you finish it. So like, you know that part's the extended part of the gift. That's the plus part of the gift, and it's gonna be it's gonna be
gonna be great.
gone by the time you leave. But guys, what is up? I mean, what like minus work, I guess. Minus work. What's everybody doing? You know, you're streaming.
Yeah. I've been having fun playing different games. Been playing Repo. That was always really fun. I need more people to play. Because it's just me and Abby. Not that Abby's not great. I love Abby. But she always wants more people in there too.
Yeah, it might be one of those games.
Yeah.
You just need more.
Well, I was watching
You want Woodford or do you want the I'm listening.
No, you're good.
You can keep talking.
Don't matter to me.
I was watching someone play Repo that I watched. It's Smitty, and he was like,
Actually, I know.
or no, it was either way. Watching somebody play that game, and they were like, "Oh, I think that all of the mods that they're making are actually going to ruin this game." And when all of the mods were released, the amount of players for the game went down. So I don't know why that happens, but because like
No one wants to play a mod game though. Like,
and I guess not a lot of people would be playing it normally, and you can't like cross into those lobbies. But it just sucks because like it's a good game, and if the mods ruin it, I don't know. Don't make it moddable. I guess I don't really know.
Or make it like an option where it's like mods on, mods off.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Which you can, but you'd like to do it with these types of games, you have to download a whole other app
That's
and then
fair.
start it through that app.
That's so
And like that, a lot of people like Brady doesn't like doing that because he doesn't want that modded app, like the where you mod the games because it could mess with your computer. Like I get it, but it just sucks. You know, it's a good game, and I'm just sad that the mods might have ruined it.
That's fair.
It happened to Lethal Company too.
It did. Yeah.
Lethal Company fell off really hard.
I remember that being like a thing because people would have like 65 player lobbies or something like
Yeah,
that.
see, and that was way too much. Like
But that
6 is like the max in repo. You can have it like you can put a mod on there where you can have more, but
That's the one where you're trying to get things
The
and not,
items.
and not be loud because the monsters get
yeah, and you have to be careful because you can break the items and
damage value.
yeah. So it's like really fun for what it is.
Or drop the items and not know you dropped it. Get all the way there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes the mods make that more fun because it just like makes the game break a little bit, so
That's
you're not
true.
really sure exactly what you're doing all the time. But
Yeah. I remember like more like watching people try to like finagle things into places.
Yeah.
So it'd be like,
it's the mentality of
It's
if
like
I can
moving.
get it to fit.
yeah,
You know?
it's like a moving truck. You have to like figure out with your friends if you can move this piano
Yeah.
into a drop ship point.
Well, and it's funny to watch
It's
your
like a
friends try to
50
do it
grand
alone.
piano.
You're like screaming from death. You're like, please don't try to do that, and they're going for it.
Yeah, but
That
I can see why mods might have like ruined it a little bit.
yeah,
Just because I think like people put too much. There's almost like they'll put too many big items in the one
Right.
map or something, and then it kind of like detracts from having to find the bigger items. Or
Right.
whatever.
no,
don't
I
know.
totally get it. It just sucks because it's
Yeah.
a fun game.
Yeah. No, and I think like a lot of those games too, you buy them for like $10 or something like that. So people like play them there to get their value out of them for like a couple hours, and then they're kind of like done, you know.
Right.
Right.
Not that all games are like that, but even like Call of Duty, you buy it $70, you might play it for like a month or two, and then you're like done with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Madden, same kind of thing.
Oh, I play that.
But
I play that way more than
Mario Kart, same kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
like a lot of people don't like stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play through
But
all the races once
I
and be done.
assume that once like all of the hype for it like dies down and not many people, you know, it's down to like the low thousands of people that are playing it. Like it'll be nice to come back to on stream, you know, every once in a while, bring it back in. Some people will be like, oh yeah, I do remember this game was kind of fun. You know, it'd be fun to watch every now and then, I think. So that'll be nice to have like on the channel.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Marvel Rivals is making me mad lately.
Well,
it's so hard lately.
Rivals players have dropped off significantly too. Like, there's like
Well, this new
50
season, I don't think many people are a fan of.
yeah, there's like 40% less players than last season.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because like the devs are inherently doing something wrong. It's just like it goes the way of every game.
Well, yeah, the hype goes down.
You play it for 3 or
You
4
find
months.
the player base.
You find the player base, and then the player base is either really, really toxic or really, really happy.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvel Rivals is really toxic. It is really toxic. Like
Yeah.
it is worse than Overwatch from what I've heard. It's worse than like old CS. If
Yeah,
you're
it
not
makes
good
Call
at
of Duty actually not look that bad sometimes.
I mean, if you get called out like in that game, you're gonna have people screaming on the mic the
Yeah.
whole time.
You make one wrong move and everyone is mad at you for the rest of the game.
Yeah, like today I got yelled at for being like a bad tank, and like our DPS wasn't doing anything. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
and even if that were the
always
case,
blame other people.
even if that were the
Divert.
case, let me have a bad
Divert.
game. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Because what you can have bad games.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, it's just people always like blaming people for everything else, and
Yeah.
But yeah, I did have a bad game. I'll admit. Okay, but I'm man enough to admit that. That's the
Right.
difference. I was even in chat. I'm like, yeah, it probably was a tank diff, but also okay.
But also, what would have helped it
Yeah.
be a little
It would
better?
have been cool to
If
have
we were
people
doing it
that-
as a team.
Yeah. So, it is what it is, but that's just kind of like how games go after a long time. It's just like 3-4 months later, you only get the people who really want to be there playing the
Right.
game. It'll be the same with like a Splitgate. Splitgate 2 just came out.
Yeah.
By the time this episode airs, it might not even be like that popular anymore.
Right.
But right now, like a lot of people are playing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, and I think something else with the gaming industry, a new game comes out and like gamers immediately want that game to fail. Like everybody is like, oh, I hate this game, and oh, this game is trash, and oh, like, whatever, this, that, the other. The big one for Mario Kart was like, I'm not paying $80 for this game. So everybody having fun playing it right away because they actually got a game copy were like getting made fun of online. And it's like, they were just having fun and like playing a game.
Having a good time.
They like forget what a fun game is.
Right.
So people are like mad when people are actually enjoying it, Yeah. So that's like a whole different side of culture. It's so toxic. I don't know when that came around, but like people just wanting everything to fail.
Yeah, that's crazy too, because it's like, even if only 100 people like it, let that 100 people enjoy that game.
Right.
Like they're having a good time, just let them be.
Yeah.
Go be sweaty on your games and have your fun.
Yeah.
Like Pal World was so much fun for me, but like I don't know if it's still like you can even play it, but like not many people do because it was like a knockoff Pokemon type thing.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of fun playing that game, and just nothing mattered,
Mm-hmm.
But I
I'll
feel
cheer
like
to that. Nothing matters.
Nothing really matters.
I want to see her sip this so I'm kind of waiting.
oh, that's not bad.
Conor McGregor's whiskey.
Fight night. Oh.
No. Just a proper 12. Proper dozen. Okay.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's not
12. We didn't invite them.
bad. Yeah, well, 12, man. No. We'll cut that. we'll just cut to like us all like looking at each other like.
That might fit in right now,
Yeah, honestly.
I've seen a lot of things online lately.
Yeah. Do you ever follow that bot on Twitter that just says everything?
No.
And it just
Nobody
goes.
There's a bot
Sounds
on
fun.
Twitter that just tells me
gosh.
everything. I love that.
There's a bot on Twitter that.
I'm going to show it to all these students at work.
Yeah,
Be like,
okay.
hey, you think
Can I
that was
just-
cool? Here.
Well, it's a bot that just goes through every single word of the alphabet, right? So
That's
like,
a lot.
It'll tweet like 30 times a day, right?
Oh,
Big bet.
And it'll just go through every dictionary, right? So it'll just like go through.
I love this.
Once, maybe every like 3 years, it'll say like the thing. You know what I mean?
Like a good thing.
Like everybody's on board and they'll retweet it. So sometimes it'll be like
I love that.
It'll be like it's like really
Fuck government.
Like it'll be like fuck the gays. Billion retweets. You know what I mean? Like, fuck the government. Like,
Wait till they get to
retweets.
fuck president.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck the fuck.
That's when it does the thing, right? That's when it does the thing. Like it'll just be like, it'll do like the most ridiculous things,
That's so awesome.
and they'll only get retweets really when it's like a funny one. When it's like everybody's like, oh, that's hilarious.
That's a good one.
The bot did the thing again. Okay, like
Back at it again.
Yeah, and then it won't tweet any bangers for like the rest of
And
like
then you get
the
some
month
more
or
like
two.
really deep ones like the world. It's like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
those ones don't do well.
But if I have
too
to feel
nihilistic,
something
yeah.
about it, I'm not
It
doing
does
it.
really good for gender groups and stuff like that. Okay, like social construct groups. that's what it bangs. Okay.
AI's been killing it lately, okay?
Yeah, AI has been killing it. Okay. They've
These
been doing
TikToks
all right.
that I keep seeing are so funny.
Yeah,
They've,
like the
have you seen
stormtrooper
them?
ones. And
I don't know if they come up on Facebook
Oh,
at
I'm
all.
sure.
But so I don't know. I don't think you have TikTok, do you? That's what I thought.
me
But
neither.
no.
I see all of these, and it's like a stormtrooper vlog or a Bigfoot vlog,
yeah.
or like they have like Moses. I don't know, a lot of the Bible ones are in there. There was a couple of other different things, but like the Bigfoot one, he's always like, "Yo, dude, I just saw this guy walking around in the woods. He gave me a pack of Zins and some white powder. Let's go." And then the rest of the video is him just like having a good time by himself. He got usually like a raccoon on his shoulder. And then the
This guy
stormtroopers
just
are
lured
always
me with beef jerky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sasquatch, man. The Yeti.
I saw one earlier today that he was like, "Guys, I'm out of Zins. You know what that means?" And he raided an entire village. It was like, "Don't let me go without my Zins, guys." The stormtroopers are always
Got
like
it.
messing
When I
with
go
Vader.
searching for him, bring some Zins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Bro, I got the Zins. We need to chill.
Yeah. That the stormtroopers are always
I got
like
what you
doing
need.
dumb. They're messing with Vader.
Yeah.
There was one where it was
You
like,
like Zins? Let's smoke some weed.
that's all you gotta do.
That's how you attract Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Here's a
Give him
here's a
some
can of
Zins
dip
and
on
some
top.
weed. Yeah,
But he
Canada
like he says something like that in one of
Yeah.
the videos. He's like, yeah, all these people keep looking for Bigfoot. All they need are some Zins and a bag of mushrooms or something. You know. Or it's always I found this random bag of items in the woods. Let's eat it and see what happens to me.
Yeah.
Like, but I think it's funny because they all,
like schnozberries.
because I don't know like what AI they're using, but whatever one, and almost every single one, they use a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Like you can see it. Like some program in these
Is
they're
Goog-
doing a vlog which entitles you need a selfie stick.
Yeah.
Instead of like their arm up for the camera or something. I thought that was interesting
It's
because like
Google,
there is a
it's Google VO is what they're using.
okay. I just think
And-
it's interesting because they all have that. Like none of them
It's a
were doing
style.
like a
yeah. It's like a generated style.
Or like they picked up people who do vlogs who set the cameras up because all of them have like them setting it up and shaking it a little bit, or you know,
Yeah.
not all of them, but some of them do. So it's like got some
yeah.
human aspect quality, not AI to it. So it was
Well,
kind of interesting how smart it was to do that.
I think that's like the beauty of AI is that like the parody accounts and stuff like that. Like people are just gonna have a heyday. You can just generate like stormtroopers fighting in outer
Yeah.
space with a vlog camera.
Yeah.
The only
That
ones
stuff
I've
is
seen on
great.
Facebook so far are like the stupid ones that are like girl AIs like trying to lure males. It's just like
Oh yeah.
I'm
No,
not,
those-
I'm not clicking on them.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Those
no,
AIs are dumb.
like, yeah.
Those ones will
I
never
want
go
looking
out.
for a
I
good
want to know what
time?
Bigfoot does in his
No.
day,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Or like the Yeti and
I don't care about the girl
Give
in
me
her
Paul
underwear.
the alien.
Yeah.
I'll click on that
Give
one.
me like,
Yeah.
like
give me like 4 generated people on a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, put the stormtroopers and the Yeti.
we need to
and
make a
the
B tier
Sasquatch.
AI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's. I was just gonna say what they've been
We're
doing
real
for
close to it.
AIs on podcasts lately is turning them into babies. The people who are talking are babies.
I've seen
You can
that
do
with
that.
like Theo Vaughn
Yeah.
and like
There's a
Shane
podcast
Gillis
that I
and, yeah.
watched with, or not watched, that I listened to with these two guys. They've been best friends forever, and they were like, you know what? I was scrolling the other day and I saw us as babies. This couch, this table. Babies. We were talking. And he's just like going on about it. And they
Babies.
were super. Yeah. He was like, I don't get it. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And I thought it was funny. And I think that those are pretty cool too. Cause it's just like, it's something not dumb. It's like dumb, but
or we
it's
just
not.
get really big heads.
Yeah.
You like have to stand
Massive.
out.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You can give yourself giant eyeballs. Do
Yeah.
something stupid.
Something.
Put a
Yeah.
crown on top. Yeah,
But it's
that's
just like
nice.
something, it's fun. It's,
Inflate my ego a little.
everyone is talking about it, and it's not like a mass murder or something is on fire, or it's just like
You know
something
how
fun
Charlie
that
Brown,
everybody
the
can
guy,
agree
had
on.
the dust coming off all the time? I want smoke just coming off.
Yeah. Burned holes in my sweater, you know? That kind of thing. Yeah.
My bad.
we digitally put in a joint that you're just like your joint's automatically smoking. You have like 3 hands sometimes, and it just looks like you're smoking all the time. It'd be amazing. Yeah, that's what I do like about kind of like how people are using it. It's not like all like toxic.
Well,
It's
because
not all-
when everyone
gotta
first started talking about AI, they were like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be
Well,
terrible.
people
We're not
hate-
gonna."
well, people hated it because
It's gonna take my job.
yeah, it's gonna take
Yeah.
my job.
No,
Which,
and I get that, but there are certain
Please
parts
do.
of it that
You
are kind of
can't.
fun. You know,
yeah,
the AI that we
I-
use to like help us, even just like word things. People are using it to help them with their homework, and
yeah.
you know,
I wish
I
I,
don't
had
know.
that.
Yeah, right.
But there's a certain level.
I just
of,
had
like,
whatever math website it was, and I just plugged the question in. It gave me the answer.
Smart notes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolfram Alpha. No,
notes,
I think there's like
Yeah.
something to that though too, where it's like, oh man, like the people who are mad about AI are the people who know that they can't use it properly to help them in their
Maybe
job.
it just makes them
That's
feel
kinda
bad that
what
their
it is.
skill is
Not really
able
that
to
crazy.
be done.
Maybe
by
I'll
a
ask him
computer.
all these
Well-
questions on how to deal with these kids.
Yeah. How do you do with these kids?
It's just some,
They asked me
yeah. It's just something that like
ChatGPT.
how to respond.
How do
yeah.
you respond to this?
It's just something that like I don't know. I think artists get really mad about it because it's like, oh, like they're taking a bunch of different art pieces and meshing them together, but that's what art is. And the people who
what
are
do the
like
people
kind of not
But
that
if they're
skilled
mashing
in
them together,
art,
isn't it one of a kind?
yeah, that's like a whole different thing. But like the people who are not that skilled at art are using it to make better art than people who are skilled at art,
Right.
and they just get mad about that. And it's like, well,
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
yeah, exactly.
Well, and
and it's
not
like
just that,
something
but,
too
like,
where
your art is your own thing, not just art that you draw, but like anything that you do that like it is an art, it is your thing. So like be proud of what you are able to accomplish. I also think of it is a computer. It's going to be able to do more than you can do.
Yeah.
And they're going to train it to do so.
It's an algorithm.
Yeah, like it's supposed to be better than a human. That's why it's an AI. So like I don't know if people were to think about it that way too, it'd make them feel better.
yeah. Well, and it's like people who are like making good memes with it and stuff like that too. Like those
They
people
know how to use it properly. Like that's all.
That's like actually what it's for. It's like
using their
it's
tools.
parody, and it's you're supposed to just make things that are crazy, out of this world, dumb, because you can't make that in the real world. You like can't go around and do stormtrooper vlogs in real life. I guess you could if you had the art budget for it.
Yeah, and if
But
you
no
wanted to
artist
have
has
somebody
the money for that.
like, yeah, if you had if you had the time, the people, the money to do
the
it.
budget, really.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can do that on like a computer for 1,000 something, I can't even like calculate the cost difference.
But if you can do that and you can post it next to an AI video and be able to put on yours, this isn't AI, this is real life, then you get those props.
Yeah.
Like then everyone's gonna be like, oh really? That's crazy.
Yeah, like who's gonna know the difference? You know what I mean? Like
Right,
At some
but
point,
I
no
feel
one's
like
gonna
that's
know.
a part for people to, because I think people are mad at it, like I said, because
Who's gonna know?
their job, their
they're all
thing
gonna be
is
like
being
AI
taken.
movies now. It's all gonna be like
yeah. And you know, I guess it doesn't matter if it's real or not. But what would matter is it's like,
so does that mean like
just have to watch-
characters live forever now that AI is real?
yeah.
So like
You
Harry
can
Potter will always be
Yeah.
Harry Potter. Morgan Freeman will
'cause
always
I
be
feel
like
like
God.
They
Morgan
could clone
Freeman.
their
Like
voices and keep it forever.
bring back
Yeah.
Tupac. Come on.
Oh, they brought him back.
No, they didn't. In a hologram.
Yeah. But that was like the
Once.
early versions of this
Yeah,
tech, right? Give him like another 2 years.
Give me Biggie and
He'll be doing hologram concerts again.
bring it back. I'll go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
It's just like, it's not that far fetched to say that you could like bring back anybody who's been dead for a long time. Because if you get enough, like, even if
Will
one
there
of
be
our
an
voices,
AI president?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Fallout New Vegas. You ever watched that game?
Well, and like,
What was his
I
name
don't know,
again?
there's
Mr.
always
House.
there's always gonna be problems with it too, but I mean something like that you'd have to
Who we
weigh
voting
the
for?
pros and
A
cons.
douche or a turd sandwich?
Yeah, ChatGPT or Google. It's gonna be the same thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. It'll come up eventually. We'll have AI religions probably.
There already are.
I believe in
Yeah.
the AI god. Okay,
Yeah, they're probably out there. Find your cult now. You know,
they're
what I
not
mean?
probably they are out there. I can just make them.
Yeah,
I'll make one. I'm
can-
gonna be rich.
I can generate a lot of those. And then
And that
some
just
guy,
Please send money to
isn't
this
that just a
address.
cult?
Yeah,
you make a religion.
you just make new cults.
and you get people to
every day.
believe it.
Is this a cult? Don't drink the punch.
No, this isn't a cult. We don't have punch here.
But you gotta wear your Nikes, okay?
Yeah.
We don't have punch.
And you're
We have
black.
WAP.
And we meet on Thursdays.
Yeah.
We don't have punch. We have WAP.
No, it's probably gonna happen, and I guess that's our lifetime that we have to worry about. So it'll be fun. Ugh, I think that's the crazy
I think
thing.
if
I
people
saw a
are-
video today of some guy who like, you know, if you were born in the year 1895, you had lived through like the most expansionist time in history, right? So like electricity was like barely a thing when you were born. By the time you were 13, the first flight had taken off. Flights were being used to bomb countries in like your 20s,
Surprise.
right? You go to war, you come back. Electricity is like everywhere now, right?
Toileting.
Yeah,
Like,
you have like everything that like had changed from like the first 35 years of your life. And then not only that, you have World War II and the Great Depression coming up, you know.
Then you get motorized vehicles.
Well, cars are like commercially available.
Yeah, like
phones are commercially available.
Washer and dryers.
TV
Like-
comes out
Well,
in
and
black and white,
Washer.
and in color
They lived
before
through-
the year 70.
Yeah.
specifically for like phones too. They would have lived through
All of it,
all
yes.
of them. The like
dial.
the dial, the one that the
Rotary.
yeah.
Yeah.
The wall, the cord ones, like the
They
then
didn't
they
quite-
got to
phones,
cell
like-
They
phones.
did not
Like,
get the cell phones, I don't think. Because cell phones would have been like 100 years almost.
oh, I thought you said 1985.
85, yeah.
Yeah,
Or, sorry, 1885.
I was like,
yeah.
okay.
My bad.
No, that's fine.
1885.
No, yeah.
So, like, you know,
Like
and
they just got washer dryers.
Yeah.
Like
and also they went from like what? Basically the first flight when they were like 15 years old to like literally landing on the moon, if you believe
allegedly.
it. Landing on the moon in the 70s, which is like crazy.
yeah.
And they would, you know, they would have been like 80 years old and they would have seen all that happen, you know? And then, yeah, like
Potentially, yeah.
didn't quite make it to the internet, but that would have been like the most lived life of like technology,
Yeah.
you know? Your dad would have like fought in the Civil War and then you would have, like,
Yeah,
would've
right.
you would have lived through all of that.
And you would have
Yeah.
probably had to fought in World War One, World War Two.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like
kind of crazy to think about
Those
it like that.
back-to-back wars
Yeah.
and like one human life and that would have
Yeah.
been like everything you would have seen.
That's crazy.
You might have been in your 40s in World War II, but you might have been.
You still could have been
backlines.
called, right.
Yeah, you might not have been conscripted.
No, but you
would
could
have
have been
one of
called.
the older folk in there. You already have war experience.
right.
No, it's just you know, that's like one American life, and that's just from like 1885 to like the late
Like
1900s.
20, yeah.
Yeah. So like that's insane. And then what, like, if you go back even one life further, you could probably get almost back to like the starting of the country.
Well,
Like two
I mean,
or three lives could basically go
1880
from.
whatever was
Yeah.
like. That's still even beginning of the country. Like they're still riding horseback across country. Like
Yeah.
they're still
still
having,
Wild
they're
West
still
days.
Yeah.
they're still
Yeah.
having their business with guns. Like
Yeah. Like that's
there
only half
is
the-
one sheriff, but
yeah, but everybody's kind of a sheriff.
like
Guess
right, if you own land, yeah, you are the
Yeah,
sheriff.
yeah.
Yes.
Half the country's still like really not established yet.
Like
at that
yeah,
point.
all
Like
the
half-
natives were
yeah.
still around running half
So that's
the country.
crazy.
Like
That's
right,
crazy
like,
to think about.
Yeah.
getting
Living
bought
back
out.
then.
Yeah, I'm like,
That'd have been nuts.
let's go back to that,
Yeah.
please.
Go back to like the Red Dead Redemption.
Yes, please. Let's. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, we're probably not far away from that happening again, honestly. If everything, you know, gets all crazy again, who knows?
we'll see.
We'll see. But you gotta find your ride or dies. Because honestly, it could get pretty shaky out there, you know? Shaky. Pretty shaky. You know what I mean? You guys
Yeah,
know what I'm
like
talking about?
Fiending, yeah.
Yeah, like.
Spooky.
Yeah, like scary. Yeah, spooky.
like the flash grenade just went off.
Yeah. I was like listening to Evanescence today. It's so random. but what do you have to say?
Just so random.
Yeah,
Guys,
Okay, continue.
there's a deeper part here, okay?
I'm listening.
All right, so even like Linkin Park, like early like 2000s pop
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
music, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff. They wanted to get away from nihilism. I think it was the last call for help. You know what I mean?
I can see it though. I can see it.
Like everybody was
But
like,
did it really work?
well, no, but I mean, like, oh, where do you really go from there? You know what I mean? Like, you know, America probably peaked then too, right? That was probably like the last moments before like the Afghanistan war. It was all of that music came out like right before that or right after that. So that is something to think about. But it was like an anti-nihilism call. Like they were like, guys, like maybe we can still hold this all together, you know, still have like love in our hearts, despite, you know, the whole world going to whatever and us becoming like numb about it or whatever, you know? And then, well, it didn't work, but you know, if we had listened, guys, if we had listened to more Linkin Park in the early 2000s, We might have made it out. Okay, we might have made it out. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Something.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Limp Bizkit, you know, just
Yeah.
need to break stuff. You know,
Yeah.
that's all you need to do.
Yeah, we needed more. We needed to more break things. Yeah,
Early Tech 9. Yeah,
yeah, and like it just didn't work out. All the music ever.
just had to be a player. You know.
Yeah, all the music that we listened to growing up didn't help.
No.
No.
Yeah, Eminem did not help.
Yeah, no, not at all. He made it worse, actually.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, like
I got told much of things about
Yeah.
listening to Eminem in my household.
yeah. Well, he's definitely not a good influence.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, if you're a bad kid. Yeah.
If you're a bad kid.
He's a great influence if you're bad. No.
He made it out the hood. What do you mean?
He made it out the hood.
Exactly.
He
There's
told,
hope.
he told everybody else to stay in it.
There's hope. I just need to tell everybody else to stay here, and there's hope for me.
Yeah. Hope for me, not for thee. It's like your let them eat cake too moment right there.
I'll buy them cake once I made it.
No, you won't. You'll
Yes,
forget
I will.
about them.
I'll make them a cake.
They don't deserve cake.
I'll throw cake at them like Steve Aoki.
They were mean the whole time to you. Yeah, I guess they deserve that. You'll throw cake at
Throw
them.
cake at them.
Man.
Like Steve Aoki.
Yeah. Yeah. Aoki, man. Call back right there.
Pride.
Ugh, man. Guys. You know what I just thought about?
No.
Evanescence.
2001's we have pop. Yeah, rock.
Yeah, pop rock. Yeah. I'll never live it down.
Wait, if we're going that era, Surge maybe.
All right. I see you.
Wild thornberries, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking it. I'm not thinking it. Okay. Maybe I am thinking that
What
now.
was it actually?
Well, yeah, what were you thinking?
Me and Kyle were talking about animation styles from back in the day.
Yes.
Wild Thornberries came up.
Yes.
And
Nice, you called
Cat
it.
dog.
Yes.
yeah, we were talking about like every single like animation style, right? So like kind of like what we liked, what we didn't.
Rocket
said-
Power.
Rocket Power, yeah.
Banger.
Codename Kids Next Door.
Banger.
Those were like all the same kind of
Courage.
animation
Kid Next
styles.
Door was a good one.
Courage.
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yeah.
Then you get to SpongeBob.
Chalk Zone. I liked that one.
The new SpongeBob I can't handle.
That is
No.
horrible.
I don't know how kids could watch SpongeBob now.
They don't know the difference.
Well, they like shouldn't be watching SpongeBob now. You should outlaw SpongeBob.
One of my friends growing up wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob.
It's a bad show.
And I
For bad
was
kids.
allowed to watch SpongeBob. And she's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. She's like my mom's best friend's kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I definitely...
There's
I don't know.
nothing
She's-
wrong
she's-
about
she's-
SpongeBob.
There's
though.
nothing wrong with it,
I
but
mean,
like...
it was made for the wrong viewing audience, but
I don't know. I have a lot of gripes with
like
it.
like first it was supposed to be an adult cartoon.
Was it?
Yes, because it's in Bikini Bottom. He's a sponge,
Okay.
like sandy cheeks,
Yeah. Sandy cheeks.
like
Squidward tentacles.
Yeah.
like it was supposed to be an adult cartoon.
I don't know where Patrick Star fits in, but he fits in there somewhere.
The butthole.
or nipple covers. You know,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think
You
about
know,
that.
Yeah.
I was going
I
off
don't
of
know.
the
Like,
name.
where does Pearl or crabs? You know, you got crabs. You know,
Crabs. Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like how they
Well,
say
'cause-
Winnie the Pooh is more emotional because, like, Eeyore is depression.
Eeyore,
Winnie
yeah,
the Pooh
he
is
is depressed.
Yeah. What is
Nobody
it, like
loves me.
Oh, he was 100%
Everybody
depressed.
hates me.
Aren't all of the SpongeBob characters also based on like a
Yeah.
7 Deadly Sins?
Well,
or
I
something?
think that's why they say
don't
that
know.
those shows were like
It is.
meant
like,
for an
laziness,
adult
gluttony.
audience because, like, you were saying all the little innuendos or like the underlining meaning.
Or just the
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah,
Like,
the
that
jokes.
go over kids' heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that a conspiracy we have to dive into?
Eeyore's
Shows
my
that
favorite character from like Winnie
Yeah,
the Pooh,
he's
though.
just always. they're
Nobody
always
loves me. Everybody hates me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I just like how every time they were ready to do something, and they would include him. They'd be like, "All right, Eeyore, let's go." He goes, "I guess."
I guess.
He's like not happy to be a part of the group, but
I'm
he's
just
there.
sitting here waiting to die. Like,
Man, he should have listened to more Evanescence, you know? There you go. Used it. Had to. Reference.
You should just make a cut or a clip of all the times that it's been said, and then
Drink every time.
Yeah.
no,
No, for you,
No.
it's chug every time.
no.
Next time we have like Brad on, right?
He's drinking.
We'll do drink every time that I mention Evanescence, and he won't get the reference.
That's like
So
53 of them.
We'll
Like,
just be drinking the whole time. And he'll be like, "Why are you guys drinking so much?"
Or you just
we
take
got to
a-
get him to be the one that drinks.
Yeah, but how?
Ask him.
How do we?
You have
How
to-
do you trick somebody to drink, babe?
Turn it
We
into a
had to.
drinking game.
We did that. It didn't work well.
Oh.
I was the only one that participated.
Well, okay, there's your problem. You have to have more willing participants.
You gotta have more people. You gotta
Yeah.
have more people.
And
Bring
Brady-
that down.
More people in the lobby. That's what I'm
And
saying.
Brady was aware of the game, so it didn't help.
Oh.
I mean, I stopped way more than I should have.
Oh, I stopped way more than I should have.
Brad was mad that you were like not drinking that much, and I was like,
If I
"Dude,
would have
I'm gonna-
drank
I'm gonna
anymore, I
kill
would have been
him.
dead. Yeah.
I'm going to kill him."
Yes. Like, I was
Does
already
he,
dead.
Does he not like to miss out on stuff? Is he like got FOMO? Because you guys could
Brad?
just yeah.
Probably not.
Oh, I was gonna say you guys
Connor
could like
does.
think of something for you two, and every time it is brought up, you two only drink, and he'd be like, what's happening?"
That's
and
what
then,
I'm saying. Evanescence.
if he-
every time I
Well,
bring
yeah, but it
up.
has to be like it's not something that like you don't even like mention it because like Evanescence is such a like a
We could
You
do it
say
about
it
our
wrong,
we could do it
so,
about our
like-
plants because he doesn't respond to the group chat.
Yeah.
How are the plants doing? Boom.
yeah.
Like,
Or just anytime a
Boom.
plant is
yeah,
brought
plant
up,
or weed
like,
or
yeah.
Plant.
Anytime an
Or,
innuendo
yeah,
made
any
for
plant is brought
weed
up,
could
or a
be
tree.
you take a drink.
bam. Like,
And then
Yeah.
he'll be like, "Why are you guys doing that simultaneously?" After I would hope he would notice.
They're
After
like,
like,
"He
wouldn't
four-
notice."
Okay, well then
With you,
there's
Dad.
there's your other game. If that doesn't work, Plan B is just see how long you can go until he notices you guys are drinking at the same time.
That'd be funny.
forever.
The clip
It'd
could
take a
be
while.
supposed to get our friend to drink and ended up turning it into something else. Different game.
Turn into an after dark pod. You know.
No,
what I mean?
his drinking is different than our drinking. like,
Yeah.
But it is his
So, like,
sip for taking
like,
a
we'll
taking a
sip.
drink.
when we all like took sips together and you pounded down, he would have finished the glass off. So
Oh, so
Like
he's
that-
taking
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
ones.
he's taking
Oh,
gulps.
okay.
He's doing shots pretty much.
yeah. So every time
Florida man,
he's
though.
drinking, it's a shot. Like,
Florida man.
I get that.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get him drunk. I don't know how we do it. Because he's gonna have to go to
Get
work
all the
that
questions
night too,
in-
so we probably shouldn't.
get all the questions in here that just say take a shot, and
Yeah.
then have one question in there.
Take a shot and draw again.
Oh yeah, there you go. Take a shot
We
and
prank
draw
him.
again.
We prank him. Oh,
There
we
you
could
go.
do
That's
it.
a good one.
We could do it. That's a
The
funny
hat's
one.
already there.
Watch Brad get the one question in there right
I know,
away.
right away.
Well, then it would make it if you have him pick first.
Yeah.
And he picks the question, then it'll just act like normal. So then you go and be like, we ran out, just run out of things to talk about to pick another
Oh
one.
yeah, pick another question.
Be like, just, have
Take a
shorter
shot, draw again.
answers.
Take
Yeah.
a shot, draw again.
He has to go to a failure. Yeah.
You
I
pick
wouldn't
two of
mind
them.
that.
You pick two of them out of there like that, and then you're like, oh, Phil, you try. Maybe it's just my luck.
I'll come up with a question. Just be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I was gonna
I'll
say
just-
at some point I would just make one up.
yeah,
Like,
like,
Yeah.
If he's like, hey, I can't. No, like,
yeah.
I gotta work tonight.
Yeah.
Work always gets in the way of fun.
Yeah, you can't have fun at work.
Not even before work.
Not even allowed.
No,
It's not supposed to happen like
I had to
that.
go in on my day off today. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that's trash.
Even if he doesn't drink for the but you should still do that. I think that would be really funny.
Yeah, to take a shot.
Yeah.
Take the shot and draw again.
You got to do it before the episode airs, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if he watches them.
We
but-
need to do that to all our guests.
Maybe.
Be hilarious.
That'd be like mean, I think.
I don't know.
Because we just get somebody smashed, dude. Like
Grandpa's getting smashed.
Grandpa gets
Do that to Kato his first one back.
First one
Just
back,
take a shot.
Don't be drinking and driving now. I'll call the police.
I know he would be like, he'd catch on immediately, and he would be like, "All right, if I'm gonna participate, I'm staying here."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can call Ellie.
Yeah. They can go out to dinner
Out to
after.
coffee, yeah.
Out to coffee, yeah. Jesus, man. Jesus
I have to
Christ.
cut that now.
Yeah. Cutting this whole pot. No,
We haven't
If
even
you
drank
do it
that
with
much
fun-
yet.
I know. That's the bad part about that. Who wants to ask a question from the hat? Okay. I don't know what minute or hour
Is it
we're
take a
at.
shot?
I don't know. We're at
I did that before the show started. Little did you know.
what?
Wild thornberries. We're taking shots now. Gotta prepare.
Take a shot every time. Wild thornberries just mentioned.
Damn, it's 3 now.
Fuck.
Like Island Boys. With
Yeah,
their,
I mean,
with their
there's-
haircut.
There's always something, There's always something. That's the thing.
Smashing.
When does life calm down? That's
Never.
That's what I want to know. Tell me. Tell me right fucking
life
now.
doesn't calm.
Ask AI. They
I'm
probably
going
know.
Yeah, ask AI. AI has a better
AI
answer.
has a better answer, yeah.
It doesn't calm down. It just gets worse.
It just
The
gets
answer I
worse.
assume that AI would give you
Like
was
when you're a child, this is like when is the prime time? Like because you don't have anything to worry about besides being a child.
Maybe.
You're outside playing. When was the last time you were outside playing with your friends? You
When
know,
I was
like
young.
exactly.
When I was young.
Did you know it was the last time?
No, but there was a time.
yeah.
See?
There was one time
Like-
where everybody just stopped showing up.
Exactly.
I
And
feel
then
like
me and the lamest kid would probably still hang out. Because we still had fun. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a shit? That's the other thing, too. I think people, wanted to grow up too fast.
Yeah. Now we're like, I don't
And now
want to.
people are all
And
depressed.
now it's the whole
know?
Rugrats episode. I don't want to be a big people anymore.
Yeah,
The
I don't
big
want to be a
people.
big person.
I think AI's
I
response.
don't get it. Everybody was wanting to grow up so fast, and I was just like, guys, it doesn't get any better.
No.
No.
Look at how happy your average adult is. They're all depressed. They're all doing nothing with their lives. They're not having fun. They're not enjoying it. The few enjoyments that they have are usually with their kid, but they're never with their kid because they're always at work.
Yeah.
Drink or
I-
drug involved.
Yeah,
you know?
or
Yeah.
drinking.
Something else has to be involved
Like
for them to have
right,
fun.
like right.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I recognized that young. And I think I was I don't think that makes any sense. I don't know. That's why I never
Yeah, no, I
really have
didn't-
gone by the book for hey, go to school, go to college, and get a job and do never gone that route. I've never gone that route because I think everybody I have seen who just done that isn't happy. They just weren't happy with it.
Well, and
I
I'm so
don't know
glad
what
I
the draw
didn't
is
because
on that.
everything that I would have went to school for, I learned working.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. That's the other thing too. It's I don't know. I can't believe that wasn't even a thought 10 years ago. I just saw a paper about it recently about how people are finding out that college isn't all worth it.
It's really not anymore.
10 years ago, I
Well,
think
not
most
even-
people would have known that.
Oh,
Not even that, but just people should
I
realize that
graduated
because
14 years ago.
you
Yeah.
can now get certain degrees from colleges online at home. It meaning that you could teach yourself these things. You don't need to go and get taught by somebody.
do it
Like there
whenever I
are
have
certain
time,
things. There
yeah.
are definitely professions.
Yeah.
I do not want a doctor
Who doesn't
opening
know
me
how
up
to-
who has never done that before.
We're doing this on YouTube today.
right. Like obviously,
They had the YouTube tutorial up.
the AI is telling him how to perform the surgery.
Yeah, the 5.
Like
explain
obviously, I don't want that.
how
But
to
there,
set up a surgery. You explain it to me like I'm 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like I don't know. I saw an advertisement on TikTok the other day that one of the big colleges, I don't remember which one, like it wasn't Yale, but one of those like bigger colleges are offering classes online to virtually anybody that can pay for it. Instead of having to hold a spot, wait for your program, like and
That's smart.
yeah, like but that
Well,
also
then you could get
means that
more-
those things are teachable
Well,
at
and,
home.
and you could just be like more accessible.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the
that mom can be home
not just the
doing it.
50,000 students you can be on campus. It
Yeah.
could be 400,000. You know, like
Well, and like
across the
a
country.
professor, theoretically, you could film your entire course for the year, and then just like release a video once a week
or
Yeah.
every day. Just
5 lessons every week or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you could do that for the entire year.
It's just a
and
slideshow.
You could charge for just that course,
Right.
tell people to get their own books, and you could teach however many people watch that course.
Or I think they even have for some of those courses, the book is online.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
So like
Ton
you
of
don't
them.
even need to buy the books anymore
Yeah.
because it's just online.
Well, books
which
are-
I feel like should have been like a thing a long time ago.
Oh, I
Because the
would've-
fact that I had to spend almost $1,000 on books in college is crazy.
Well, the
It's a
fact I had to
shame.
When
carry
half
that
of those
many
answers
them
were
in my
found on Google
backpack in
anyway.
high school was nuts. Like,
hmm Yeah, it's like now you just need like an iPad and you can like read off of it.
Right.
Yeah,
you guys
and
know how to read?
most books, like the education should be like $0.
You guys must not be from around here.
Well, yeah, like
I
it
think
shouldn't
this-
cost you anything
Oh, you
to
went to
learn
private
something.
school. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and
yeah.
online you can't even like be sure if
know how to
it's
do
true or not. So like how am I like you look up something that you want to learn online, and that's why people trust the classes because they're learning actually what they need to. But like if I wanted to learn something, I can just go look it up.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true or not.
I mean,
So like I can see
I'm
what
sure
you want
now.
to learn
They're
it.
not.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure now. Yeah, everything's online now.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm
There's
saying.
a
Like half of
leak
the
somewhere.
answers that I
Yeah.
got when I was in
Yeah.
college
People
were found
pirate
on Google.
entire courses. Yeah. Just pirate everything and
Shit, I was
Everything
learning.
for
I was
free.
learning how to grow weed in high school on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know,
But
you can,
that's
like,
what I mean. Like, if we can just like look up anything like that, then the education shouldn't cost
Yeah.
at least as much as it does. I understand you need to pay people for their time, and you need to
don't,
pay.
though. That's the thing. Like, yeah.
Okay, if it's a
But if I
job,
could-
if you're
if I-
labeling it as a job,
But if I
job
could-
implies that you're paying for time, right?
But if I could
Sure.
learn the same
Yeah.
thing that they're teaching without them having to be there online, what is the purpose of me paying for that?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
like
yeah. No,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah,
doing that,
yeah.
then you don't have to like.
The only thing that colleges should be doing now are setting up the course requirements, which would just be like, you have to do this before you can do this, before you can learn that.
So
before
Right.
now
you
it's
can
like a
learn the
high
next
school
thing.
again. So it's like you have
But
to
that's
take.
what college is. It's like you do your
Oh, I get it.
prerequisites.
So it's like you
and
get
then
your gen
have-
eds, and then you
yeah.
have to go to.
Then you have to
No,
go
yeah,
to
yeah.
biochem 1
Or
before
whatever,
you do
yeah,
organic
no,
chem, before
yeah.
you do biochem
Right.
2, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But once you kind of set that parameter up, it really is just like having the right explanation to you. So if you get like the
Well,
best professor in the world, pay them to film the entire course that they do every year.
And be available for like the like because
And
people
be
have questions.
generally available.
Yeah.
But one person could do like 10,000 students. Like, you
Right.
know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like that's the crazy part.
And you're
like,
saving time of all these people
You're
because they can
saving
do it
time
at the
for-
same time.
and you can
But
do it at a
then-
different rate. You could have
But if
somebody
you're
learn.
doing that many students, like, shouldn't there be like a pay increase if you're doing that? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
for
there could be because you
teacher
take
purposes?
away
You
you
could
take
pay-
away certain other ones.
Well,
yes,
right.
I
Yeah.
understand.
'Cause, yeah,
people
you're
would be-
dropping a bunch
You're
of other
dropping a
teachers.
bunch of other teachers. You could pay one person more to do
That's
it.
what I'm
Yeah.
asking. Like,
Yeah.
would there
or
be a pay
that
increase?
because I had
or,
a
like-
teacher that taught 4 different courses.
Yeah.
You could just have that one teacher teaching one course, pay them for what you were paying them for all 4 courses or whatever
Oh, yeah.
the equivalent
Or per
would be.
course, whatever.
You know,
yeah.
and then you have instead of I guess you still are paying for a teacher to teach those, but like each individually. But then that teacher is available more because they don't have as much grading things to do. And they, like you said, film it for the year. So they don't have to lesson plan.
Yeah.
So it saves time and like I said, you're paying them for their time.
Or if they're sick a day, like, hey, it's online today.
All you have to do is type to all of your students, hey, I'm sick today.
Or the weather's bad
here's
around.
a video link.
Here's a video link. Send your questions in my email. I'll answer them in the next 2 days.
Weather's bad around here. Oh, class is canceled. Everything's online.
Boom.
Like here.
Yeah. Which I'm sure like they're like online courses do that kind of thing, but I just feel like if they did that for more education, it would be
like
cheap.
If it wasn't so expensive to do it, I'll be all for it.
That's the thing. Like education should just be really cheap right now. It's just not.
Right.
It like hasn't caught up to the
Why
internet.
is it not free? Like
it should be virtually free.
Like let me
I
just
think
do
you
it.
can pay for a good tutor if you really want to.
If I want a tutor.
Yeah. Like if you really want to, even tutoring should be kind of cheap.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go get the book for dummies, bro. I'm gonna tutor myself.
And that's half the battle.
Right.
Really.
Well, and that was the other
Those
point I
books
was
are
gonna
really well
make.
written, actually.
Is that teaches kids who are coming out of high school and going into college the continuing of independence because they're more having to not teach themselves these things, but they read it, answer the questions, they do all the things, and if they have a question, the teacher is there.
Yeah.
But in high school, you're kind of looked over a lot over the shoulder.
Facts.
You got a lot of stuff you got to do. Like I don't know.
Then there's me just not doing anything.
Hey,
well, that's the other
you
thing.
make your
too.
choices, right?
Then they're just like, hey, what are you doing? I'm going, I'll ace the test. Don't worry.
Which in college is really like most of what matters, unless the teacher assigns a certain assignment that's more points, which is more how college works. But I'm just saying, like, it would definitely teach the people that are going to be the adults in the world how to be that, have that independence too, because all they have to actually show up online to these things and do the work, and then if they have those questions, come forward and ask those questions. Because even like people, I still have anxiety asking just people questions. So like
just like anybody question.
Just like in general, if I think it might be a dumb question, even little things like that. You can teach.
Think I'm dumb.
You can teach them how to be those independent adults.
Yeah.
It's like my math teacher always getting mad because I didn't show my work.
That was the stupidest thing
like
ever.
That's like,
write me a problem on the board. I'll solve it right now.
I think the dumbest thing for me was when I showed my work and they still marked it wrong because it wasn't the right way to show it that they wanted.
I showed
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
That's the other thing.
You just
I
asked
got
me
the
to show
answer
it.
right.
You're right.
Doesn't really matter. Are they
How
really
I
gonna
got
be
there?
mad?
No, I showed it.
In the real world, are they really going to be mad at me if I figured it out this way or
in
this way?
the real world, when
As
am
long
I
as
ever
figured
going to
it
have to
out.
use this?
Yeah.
In the real world, usually you have to not go by the book. Like most of the time,
Winging
you're
it.
not.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
most of the time you are just winging it. It's confidence. But
Outside
it's
of
like,
the box is a thing for a reason, and
I'm faking it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I just a lot of things are by the book. I get that. Like
some
surgery,
things
you
have
probably
to
want
be
to
by
like
the
wing
book.
that. Yeah,
Some things, yeah.
like if you're rebuilding a car, it's not going to work if you don't build it inside of the book. You know what I mean? So I get that. But
certain things aren't going to work.
But
I get you.
when you I don't know, when you start putting things together, like I put together like guns and stuff like that, all self-taught. Like yes, there's some like
YouTube tutorials.
There's some YouTube tutorials in there for sure, but that means like other people learned it sometime too.
But the thing is
they're
that's
teaching
free
for free.
education.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
teaching for
They're
free.
teaching for free.
Yes.
It's literally got like a 5-second ad that I can skip, and then I'm all in.
Oh, a survey? None of the above.
Yeah,
But-
like none of the above. I don't like Clorox. Okay. Oh, but yeah. So like that's kind of the thing, right? It's like that's kind of what it is. It's just like you have to have like hands-on experience too. So I don't know, like the online, like I don't know how long it goes or what happens to it, but it doesn't make sense to cost as much money as it does.
No.
Education should be virtually free right now. If not totally free, maybe you do like a $10 a month subscription and then you get like all of your...
What a crazy idea.
Yeah, you get all your teachers paid out by that subscription.
I'll give you $100 a month. Like, fuck. Let me further it for cheap.
Yeah.
And then you shouldn't have to pay taxes on public education.
And
You
whenever-
shouldn't
Not
have
student
to,
debt.
And it's not
No.
like
Without a
it's
student
not like
debt.
required for me. It's like a gym
No.
membership. It's like I can show up when I want to.
Yeah, exactly. And like honestly, I don't like. Okay, yes, there's people out there who have to go. I get it. Like maybe 8 years of school, you do a doctorate.
Doctor, nurse, right?
But
But those are the
Yeah.
things
That.
that you are supposed to go to school for.
Yes.
Well,
opening a person
yeah.
up, defending somebody who didn't actually murder somebody.
Yeah.
Like those things are things you go to school for that I
And
would
rightfully
want
so.
someone to,
And it's like those people actually want to continue education.
right.
See, the thing is, it's like you talk to the average person, and they're not using their degree right now. Right? You talk to people like our age. They're
I'm
not using their degree for anything that they're doing day to day. They're not getting like any bonuses at work for it. They're not getting like anything beneficial, and they're just in debt. Right? And all of those people were taught their entire lives to go to school, get a job, and work. Right?
Well, and even when I worked somewhere with a degree and that did pay me for having a degree, it was $1 or more.
Yeah.
Like
It's not
I
like-
paid thousands of dollars for an
For
extra
$1.
dollar an hour.
Yeah.
Like that.
Woo!
Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
1,000 of these, I'm set.
Yeah,
You know?
right?
The big problem is just everybody who didn't want to go to school was like pretty much told that was the only way to make money
Right.
after you get out. And it's like in reality, the real world, there are very smart people making money on random things, and then basically everybody else. And that's pretty much what it is. You have like your inventor class, and then maybe like your NASA astronauts or something like that, and then just like everybody else, right? And everybody else is just like trying to make their ends meet. So it's like, I don't know. Like I don't know how you fix that. It's not like
I'm
an
sure people
environment
would
thing.
be a
It's
lot
not anything
happier
to
in
do
their
with
adult
that.
life if they didn't have to pay student loans. So
Yeah.
that could definitely fix some morale
That'd
in
be
the
a big
adult
step.
world.
That'd be a big step if you could eliminate education costs.
Yeah. I don't know. I
mean,
just look at mine
and
and,
then it
it
would-
doesn't tell me if I pay it monthly, like most people do, pay the amount you're supposed to every month on the day or whatever. I won't be done until 2033.
Yeah.
Which is more,
and you
first
went
of
to-
all,
you
more
went
time
to
than
a
I was
tech
in school.
You went
yeah.
to a tech school too.
Yeah. And I have a
So it's
and
not
I
even
have
like
a
you go to
bachelor's
state
degree for
school
going
or-
for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I did my generals first while waiting to get into my program. So like I went for a longer period of time and doesn't matter
Yeah.
currently. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that it just could definitely be better. At least like I shouldn't be paying I don't know. I got done with college in 2018.
Yeah.
2019 maybe. I'm paying 20 or 11 years after I'm out of school
Oh, right.
is wild.
Mhm.
I didn't go to school for that long either. Like,
Yeah.
and yes, I understand you can make different payments, you can do all that, but like it shouldn't even be that much.
My
No.
thing is, I didn't go while it was free during high school, so why was I going to pay to not go?
Yeah. Well, and that's
So-
like, if they had set up like our public school system in a better way, you would really only get the people who really like actually want to be like in school, like working on doctorates or working
Right.
on engineers or working on biochemistry or whatever. You would weed out the people who don't want to be there, and that would be the
Don't
people like
care.
me.
Like,
Like, I
right.
don't want to be at school. I don't care about it.
No.
You just learn the
But-
things that you need to
I'm
to
there
like
to pass just to get out. Like,
Yeah. And what it would be is like you'd structure it so that like basically from like 6 years old to like 12 or 13, you would do like general stuff in the real world.
Mm.
Like you would have like real world application stuff. So it would be like, you might have like a woodworking class, a home ec class, how to do your taxes would probably be taught
That'd
when
be
you're
huge.
like
That'd be
12 years
great.
old or
That
13
would be
years
great.
old. And then you would have people who just want to like go to work when they turn 15, right? They could leave school maybe all day. Maybe they only go to school for like half the
Couple
day
hours,
and then
yeah.
they go to work. They find a work program,
yeah.
like a mentorship or
a work
something.
release, yeah.
Like you would figure that out. And then people
you
who
would
want to be there,
You
people
would
would
think
be
that
like,
they'd want to do that though, because that gives the kids more choices. First
Freedom,
of all,
right?
and it
and-
would set up like potentially future opportunities.
Right.
You get a good mentor when you're 15, it's going to change your entire life.
Absolutely.
And, you know, you have to work with the community on it. It's really hard to do. It's not super easy. But you'd have a way better idea of what you want to do when you grow up if you're 15 working with mentors versus 12 versus, unfortunately, 24 or 25, right? Because kids will come out of college and then they'll get a mentor when they're 25 because they got an internship somewhere. But you could be working internships from 15 to 20 or 15 to 18. See what you could already have an idea of like, oh, I hated doing this. I hated working with that guy. He was really nice, but I just didn't want to do sales. Okay, like I tried a couple afternoons out on the construction yard. I didn't like that either.
Or even like someone's experience could persuade you to like want to do it. Like say you shadowed somebody for a couple of days who does construction and they tell you, oh yeah, most days I don't actually get done till 8 or 9 and I don't see my family very much. And that might be a deal breaker for you. And that wouldn't be something you would know just applying for that job. Yeah. I don't know, seeing somebody do it and getting told I've been doing this for 10 years and this is actually how it's gonna go.
And like, you might get somebody who like loves their job, hates it. I mean, obviously, if you worked with the community enough and you were able to get people who actually wanted to help high schoolers, I think you would get people who are like pretty motivated about their job. They'd be like, oh yeah, like I'd love to like, my son's 15.
In a kitchen, I will take all the 15-year-olds. In the kitchen, they're the best.
Kitchen's a perfect example of that. You learn a dish pit when you like first get in. Dish pit
will work you up from there.
Yeah, I did a food job when I was 17, and that was like good. It was like good to learn how to work as a team.
I think everybody should work in the kitchen at some point.
Yeah, like because in the kitchen there's so many different things. Yeah. It's so small.
You have to yell around corners. You have to count your. Like
anything can go wrong at any point.
You have to make sure you've made everything.
You have to like count everything. You have to count all the odds, all your outs.
They're all against us. Yes.
Pretty much how many customers are going to wanting to kill you,
All of them.
Yeah, most of them. Every once in a while.
That's where you find out not everybody's going to like you.
Yeah. That is like one
servers
of those,
included.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the people you work with will tell you that they're like
it humbles.
They don't like you. Blow me. Like continue. Like what's next? Like
the other problem too is that like these kids don't want to work anymore. Like and this is a bit of tale as old as time. So I'm just gonna like kind of come at it from where I'm at now. People want to work, but they want to work in things that they think are good. So right now it is like TikTok influencing is like the number one thing that young kids want to be when they grow up. TikTok influencers,
streamers.
It's like content creators. It's like YouTube content creator, streamer. Another one was entrepreneur. Well, what does that mean? You guys even know? That's everything else that we're saying right now. Yeah. You have to be the Gary Vee of like TikTok or whatever. That's an entrepreneur at this point.
And side note, we were told as kids that you were never going to make money playing video games.
Facts.
That's
a waste of your time.
Like taking pictures or filming.
Dumb.
So it's but it's like just a really interesting mindset. Yeah. I mean, even when we were,
but now the kids are being told that that's what they can actually make money on.
Yeah, they don't have to. They don't have to leave their house.
But I mean, what are the odds that you actually make it as a content creator? 0.001%, I think.
The hope, though, is there.
The hope is always there, and I get it.
Like
I'm one of those people.
It's like
I'm always hopeful.
Being a professional athlete.
But you have to be the top best percentage of streamer to make money. Yeah. So, that's the other problem. What are all those kids actually going to do when they grow up? I'm right there with them. I wanted to be a TikTok influencer.
I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
I didn't want to be on TikTok. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, too. I was telling my mom that the other day. I was like, what am I going to be when I grow up?
What'd she say?
She's like...
that's what I want to know.
Man, she couldn't give me a good answer.
She's like, well, you don't have to do anything.
She's like, oh, are you going to go back to school? I'm like, Mom.
For what?
That's definitely not where
not where this
different
is
conversation.
Going.
This would be in the same question. Okay, so let's say like I wanted to be a doctor when I grew up.
You get a question as an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So I was like telling her, I'm like, yeah, but like
answering questions with questions. Got it.
I told her that I'm not going to go.
Mom thing.
I told her I'm not gonna go back to school. I don't know what else.
How'd she take that?
She was fine with that answer.
Okay.
She's had to be fine with it for a
You had to
while.
be, yeah. But
Well, it's like you don't have to.
Well,
You're fine.
that's
Like-
the other thing too.
like-
I don't know. Like it's just money's like a weird thing.
Yeah,
It just
the
doesn't really
argument
work.
Money
was
comes and
that, oh, you
goes.
go to college to make money, but now we have money and you didn't go to college. And so now where's your logic? Because
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel that too when all we were told growing up was you go to college to make the max amount of money that you can out of
My
whatever
thing
you
is-
But
like,
that's just
you
not
know?
true.
My thing
Like,
is,
yeah.
money comes and goes. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do with my time.
But also
Like,
if you're like
Well, and that's like the real.
the
you know
a
what I
side of
mean?
it
Like-
too is if you like can control your money too, you
oh
will
yeah,
have money.
That's a different
Yeah.
thing.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. Like you can save your money, you can do different things with it, invest it, do those things.
No,
and
yeah.
money doesn't
I'm not
equal
a rock
I need to go
star
to
out here
college.
just being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can buy anything on there, anything. No,
Yeah. And like there's something to that too. I get it. Like I had to take like a calculated risk with my money,
oh
but
yeah,
it's not
yeah.
anything that I would have been taught in school.
But
it's
it's
not
not-
anything that
Exactly.
would have.
It's
It's
also
something that
not.
nobody else has
Well,
really done.
and
I mean,
like,
it's also not anything that like if you were to like lose that little bit of amount, it would have like bothered you at all. Like,
That's probably true too. I would have just kept taking chances on
like
different
right,
things.
like
Yeah.
Well, and I
maybe-
think
don't
it's
know if
funny-
You can't really teach risk
see, like
to people.
see, like me, like money
ri-
is a thing, so it's like I'm not gonna risk my money for an unknown outcome. Like unless it's like a sporting event where it's like 50-50, like
yeah.
okay, I'll throw some money on it, but like
Yeah. I feel like there's calculated risk, and I feel like that can't be taught. So, like, if,
you just got to know the odds, I guess.
Yeah.
Like 50-50 in a
But,
game, like
being all in on something, and say it's like crypto,
no,
right?
yeah.
10
Like,
years
that's
ago,
tough. That's tough. Like,
10 years ago, that was a bad boat to be in. Everybody was like,
now
oh,
it's
it's going
like,
to zero.
hey,
And now it's like a kind of a no-brainer. Like, you should have bought 10 years ago because everybody
Whoa.
was not talking about it, or whatever. And, like, that's one of those
It's
things.
still
I
not
think
helping me,
I had,
so.
like, high conviction in, like, things that people just don't really understand. And I think that's, like, something that can take you so much further than anything
also,
college related, school related.
side note to that, the people that went to college to do your taxes can't even figure out crypto. So like there are even things that like they don't know how to do and went to
And
school
I have
for
to
it.
do my taxes anyway, so like I should be getting
Right.
paid to do that.
Right. They should pay me to do my own taxes, okay?
At this point, I needed a college degree to do my taxes, and I
Apparently.
can't. Nobody has it. Yeah, everybody who went to college can't even do them. So yeah, that's like a whole different thing. But
yeah, but I just think that's funny.
it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's like the dumbest thing of all time.
Showing that you still go to college and not be able to do everything in your profession.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
I think that's why AI is scary.
Well, yeah,
Well,
because
'cause
it's supposed to do it better than us.
Well, and so like this is like the perfect example. You could ask somebody at our job to write an email or whatever, and just be like, "Hey, can you guys get this like planned out and emailed, right?" And AI, like you told the same AI to do the same thing, AI would come back with 5 different ways about how to
Mhm.
write this email. Do you want to word it like this? Do you want to put it like this? What tone do you want it in? I'll send it out for you. A normal person will go into their office after you tell them to do this and look at their computer like this for like 10 minutes before they even start writing the email. Then they'll take another 30 minutes to write the email. Then they'll erase half because it wasn't the right tone. And then they'll write it again. And then they'll finally send it out about an hour and a half after you told them to. Right? That's the difference. Why would you have somebody do that, all of that, if you can just have AI spit you back what tone you want it in and boom, out?
yeah, tell me 1 through 5 which one you want me to send, and I'll send it.
And that's why it's scary, because the average person can't even come up with 5 ways back to you how you want this email written. They're not even thinking about asking you. They're just gonna go do it, and they're gonna put it in the exact tone that they want it in, right? And that's the scary part. I think that's what people get worried about. You can ask anybody what they do day to day, and AI can give you 5 different ways how to do it, and they can only give you 1 or 2. And that's like AI is already working faster and smarter than like half
Like
the
that whole
workforce.
meeting at work today could have been done with AI.
Could have been
Yeah.
an email, probably.
Yeah.
Could have been one person who like typed up what to say and then put it in a PowerPoint through AI, and it could have been done in
Yeah,
5
they made a
minutes.
PowerPoint.
It could have been done in 5 minutes with AI.
They had the data. They
they
could have
spent
put the
all-
data in it
yeah.
and then told it to make a PowerPoint.
Out of this data.
Because that's exactly what they did. They took what
And
everyone had said in the other meetings and
they
put it
probably
into
spent
slides.
like a week or 2 on this.
We did this meeting a month ago.
Yeah, they probably did like a month. It took them to probably write that PowerPoint.
And okay,
It
and
could have been done in
the AI
7
could have
minutes.
taken away the fact also that it had to go through 4 different meetings before getting to
yeah.
the people.
It probably could have taken like in real life
You
input
could have
too.
literally
Like you guys
said-
could have been telling it, hey, this is like
Could have
what
said-
we noticed about what was wrong from last meeting. Boom, it could have been updated in real time.
Basically, yeah, they
it's
could have said,
insane.
"Hey, this is what's happening in this house.
In this
How
current
do we
meeting."
know?" It's like about what's been going on just overall in general, so in the house to make it better. So it's like you ask AI, you say X, Y, and Z has been happening. How do I get this to stop, or how do I
Yeah.
change this? And then it'll
Explain this to my staff like they're
Yeah.
5. Explain it to me like I'm 5. That's like
Yeah.
the episode. This is the episode title. All right, what's this question, Phil?
We've already asked this question on pod, but it's what's your go-to ice cream flavor?
We had an entire episode.
I
for
know,
this.
I know.
it's back in the hat.
It's back.
How they get back? In
I
the
don't
hat?
know.
Blue Moon.
Blue. I think chocolate chip cookie dough is my go-to.
I don't know if like Moose Tracks is the actual name of it, but I like with the peanut butter cups in it.
Yeah,
Behind closed doors, I actually kind of like the peanut butter.
Yeah. Privately, yeah. Yeah, see what stays in the bedroom, right?
Welcome to Btier Bowler.
See you next time.
Welcome back. Yeah. And this is the start of the show. Guys, welcome back.
Welcome to our warm-up.